Hello, I'm Maruk Said, your microbiology guide. Let's explore in-depth micro techniques and uncover groundbreaking insight together on this educational journey into the fascinating realms of microbes.
Mendel's law of independent assortment explained with examples. Table of contents. Introduction to Mendel's law of independent assortment. Characteristics and principle. Examples. Limitations. Introduction to Mendel's law of independent assortment. Mendel's law of independent assortment states that when parents differ in two or more pairs of contrasting characters, the inheritance of one pair of characters occurs independently of the other pairs. In simpler terms, this law means that the transmission of a specific character from the parents to the offspring is not influenced by the transmission of other characters. It highlights that alleles of different genes segregate and are assorted independently into gametes during reproduction. This concept was established through Mendel's experiments involving dihybrid crosses in pea plants, where he studied the inheritance of two traits at the same time. Mendel observed that the combinations of traits appearing in the offspring did not always mirror the combinations present in the parental generation. These observations led to the conclusion that traits are inherited independently, and this independent assortment results in new combinations of genes in the offspring. The law thus explains the wide variety of gene combinations that can arise from the same set of genes, a phenomenon that could not be previously clarified. If you have watched till here, don't forget to subscribe to Family of Science Lovers. Press the bell icon button so you are always updated. Characteristics and principle of Mendel's law of independent assortment. The law of independent assortment, like the law of segregation, is fundamentally based on the process of meiosis that occurs during sexual reproduction. During meiosis, the diploid chromosomes present in the parental cells are separated to form haploid gametes. The distribution or assortment of these chromosomes into the gametes happens independently and randomly, without being influenced by the presence or arrangement of other chromosomes. This independent assortment means that chromosomes originating from the same source can segregate into different gametes, which leads to variation in inherited characteristics. The independent assortment of genes is also influenced by chromosomal recombination that takes place during meiosis, contributing to even greater genetic variation. Recombination involves the exchange and random reassortment of chromosome segments from both parents, resulting in new combinations of genes or traits in the offspring. A classic example of this mechanism can be demonstrated through a dihybrid cross between a homozygous pea plant with yellow round seeds, YYRR, and another homozygous pea plant with green wrinkled seeds, YYRR. This cross results in offspring where each contrasting pair of traits, seed color and seed shape, is inherited and expressed independently of the other pair. As a result of this cross, the offspring can show various genotypic combinations, such as YRR, YRR, YYRR, YRR, 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 and YIRR. These diverse genotypes prove that although allele R, for round seed shape, is initially associated with allele Y, for yellow seed color, in the parent, it can independently assort and appear with other combinations in the progeny. Examples of Mendel's law of independent assortment. First, Mendel's work on pea plant. Mendel conducted a dihybrid cross using pea plants, where he selected one homozygous plant with yellow round seeds, genotype YYRR, and another homozygous plant with green wrinkled seeds, genotype YGY-SWR. During meiosis in the parent plants, chromosomes are separated such that only half of the genetic material is passed on to the gametes, resulting in YR and YR as the possible gametes from each parent. When these gametes fuse during fertilization, the resulting F1 hybrid has the genotype YYRR. The F1 hybrids express the yellow round seed phenotype because the alleles Y for yellow color and R for round shape are dominant and are therefore expressed over the recessive alleles Y for green color and R for wrinkled shape. Within the F1 hybrids, the four alleles Y, YR, and R can now assort and segregate independently during the formation of gametes. This results in 4 types of gametes being formed from the F1 plants: Y, R, YR, YR, and YR. These gametes undergo random fusion to produce 16 different combinations of genotypes in the F2 generation. The phenotypic ratio observed in the F2 generation is 9 yellow, round to 3 yellow wrinkled, to 3 green round, to 1 green wrinkled. This phenotypic ratio clearly supports the law of independent assortment, demonstrating that the inheritance of one character, seed color, occurs independently of the inheritance of the other character, seed shape, and each is expressed based on dominance. Second dihybrid cross in Drosophila. Another example of Mendel's law of independent assortment is demonstrated through a dihybrid cross in Drosophila, involving traits for wing length and body color. In this cross, one homozygous Drosophila has long wings and a black body, while the other has vestigial wings and a gray body. The traits long wings and gray body are dominant, whereas vestigial wings and black body are recessive. During meiosis, the genes for wing length and body color undergo segregation and recombination, resulting in their random and independent assortment into gametes. Although the two traits are present together in the parents, they are inherited independently in the offspring due to independent assortment. As a result, the F2 generation displays 4 distinct phenotypic combinations: long-winged, gray-bodied, long-winged, black-bodied, vestigial-winged, gray-bodied, vestigial-winged, black-bodied. This independent expression of characters confirms that the inheritance of one trait does not influence the inheritance of the other, supporting Mendel's law of independent assortment. Limitations of Mendel's law of independent assortment. Although Mendel's law of independent assortment provides a foundational understanding of inheritance, it has certain limitations that restrict its universal application. The law does not apply to linked genes, which are located on the same chromosome locus and tend to be inherited together, rather than assorting independently. It is not valid in cases of incomplete dominance or codominance, where neither allele is completely dominant or recessive, and both traits may be partially or fully expressed in the offspring. The law also fails in polygenic inheritance, where multiple genes influence a single trait, making the inheritance pattern more complex and not independent as described by Mendel. Therefore, while the law is effective for understanding simple inheritance of traits controlled by single, unlinked genes with complete dominance, it is limited in its application to more complex genetic scenarios. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon button. Thank you!